Hey everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to play up or down. Let's learn how to play up or down. This tutorial exists thanks to Nick and Yancer. Up or down. You must build ascending or descending columns of cards to score points. The more cards in the column, the more points you score. At the beginning of the game, BGA placed 6 cards on a table. Move the one with the smallest number to the top and then arrange the rest in ascending clockwise order. Thus, the second smallest card, 8, is to the right of the 1. So 8 is to the right of the 1. Yep. The one with the smallest number in the top, then arrange it in ascending. So it's getting bigger, starting from the 8. Okay. BJ also dealt a hand of 3 cards to each player. Scroll down until you find ours. There we go. On our turn, we must select a card in our hand and insert it where it belongs, in the circle of cards on the table. As an example, select the 15 in our hand. Okay, select. You should be able to see where it will fit in this circle. So it shows up right there. If we select a number that is higher or lower than any of the numbers on the table, it will be inserted between the highest and lowest numbers. Go ahead and select 33. You should be able to see it in the circle between 23 and 1. Yeah, because 33 is bigger than 23. Okay. Now we know how it works. Let's play a card. Select the 26. 26 will go here and then confirm. Okay. Okay, our 26 was inserted into the circle. Next, we have to take one of the cards that is next to the one we inserted. In this case, we have to take the 1 or the 23. We have to take one of the cards that is next to the one we inserted. Okay, 1 to 23. One of the cards that is next to the one we had inserted. Okay. Click on the 1 to take it. Okay. When we take a card from the circle, it doesn't go into our hand. Instead, we must play it on a column in our play area. You'll find our play area under our hand with indicators for 3 columns. Here. Play the card on column 1. All right, great. The 1 is now in column 1. At the end of our turn, we have to draw a new card to refill our hand. This card can come from either of the 2 decks in the middle of the table. As you can see, one of the decks is face down and one is face up. That is the only difference between them. Click on the 39. Okay. Okay, that was one complete turn. Now our opponent will go. Okay. Next turn, scroll down to our hand, play the 39. Okay, that goes next to this one. Confirm. Now take the 3, because we play the 3, we have to pick one of these next to our 39. So we'll take 3. Play on column 1. So it went over the 1. Draw 41. Okay, that's 2 turns down. Scroll down to take a look at our play area. Okay. The second card we added to this column was higher than the first card, so it's now an ascending column. From now on, each card we place in this column must be higher than the one before. At the end of the game, we'll see which color appears in the column most frequently and multiply the numbers of cards of that color by the total number of cards in that column. That's how many points the column is worth. Here's an example. The most common color is a tie between red and yellow with 3 cards each. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, 1, 2. I count 4, 73, 67, 19, and 16. I don't know, we'll see. There's a total of 9 cards in the column, so the column is worth 27 points. Okay, 3 cards each, total of 9 cards in the column. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. With all that in mind, you could surely see column 1 is off to a great start with lots of rooms to grow. We have yellow and blue. Column 1. Okay, let's take one more turn together. Select the 33, then confirm. Okay, 33 can go there and confirm. Okay, we'll select the 39. Now, what should we do with the 39? Is it a high card or a low card? Well, I suggest checking the rulebook each time you play because it depends on the number of players and the selected game length in the lobby option. This is from the first page of the rulebook. So, short game, 2 players, 1 to 42. We're playing the short game, and there are only 2 players. So that means the highest card in the game is 42. Okay. If the highest card is 42, 39 is definitely a high card. We shouldn't play in column 1. So let's play in column 2. It's right there. Okay, I think you got a feel for how the game goes. I'll fast forward a little bit. Okay. See how our columns are doing. 39, 33. Okay, check our play area again. We played a second card into our second column, and it's lower than the first card we play there. That makes it a descending column. So every card we place in there from now on must be lower than the one before. There's one last thing I have to explain, discarding. If we don't want to place a card in any of our 3 columns, we can place it in the discard pile right here. We can also place entire columns of cards in the discard pile if we choose, but it's generally not a good idea. Each card in our discard pile is worth exactly 1 point. When the decks in the middle of the table, right here, run out of cards, the game will continue, but players will no longer draw cards to replenish their hands. When the players' hands are completely empty, the game will end. BJ will count up points, each player's 3 columns and discard pile. Whoever has the most cards wins. Thank you for playing through this tutorial for up or down. If you have any questions or comments about the tutorial, feel free to send Nick and Yancer a message. Big thank yous go out to Michael and Wolfgang for the designers, Mark, Quan Chai, and Gina for illustrating, Capstone Games for publishing, and Mikule for developing it for BGA. Have fun. 5 stars. All right, thanks for watching.